Welcome everyone to day 12 minutes of mindfulness meditation. So we are building up to finding 12 minutes where we can prepare and find stillness. And as the time is getting longer, it may be getting a little bit harder and harder to find a comfortable position immediately upon arriving. So as you prepare your space for our time here together, I'm going to start with my knees bent and my feet on the floor and my hands behind me today. And I'm just going to rock my knees from side to side. And when I do this immediately, since I'm just getting my day started here, I can feel this in my hip joints. So again, starting with the first level, the body, feeling the sensations, the movements, the fluctuations within the body that help me become aware when something isn't feeling immediately great. So you can also take your legs out nice and wide and just bounce them up and down. You can move, you can't see them, but my feet are just windshield wipering if they were like my hands. And then you can also point and flex your feet, just opening up those ankle joints, or at least bringing some awareness to them. And then you can, with the beginning moments here, take any other movement that feels great to you. We can find our way into whatever position feels good, whether that's seated on the floor as I am, seated in a chair with your feet flat on the floor, or resting on something. Also have our blocks or blankets or pillows handy that we could place underneath of our knees for a little bit more hip support. And what this does, as I've mentioned in previous videos, is it really helps allow the body to feel supported and relaxed. And the whole time that we've been doing this, I've been very close to a wall. So some days you're just really tired and you don't want to hold yourself up. But what we do want to remember is even within our seat, we're focused on the lower extremities right now and just sort of getting them set up. The idea is to feel supported and grounded down into the seat area, open in the hips, so that ultimately we can build up, make the spine and the back nice and long, so that as we do that, we begin to create more opportunities for the respiratory system to free up, to open up, to receive in more breath. More oxygen in the body, more oxygen for the cells. And then on the exhale, more opportunity to expel out the toxins and anything else that the body is trying to eliminate. So go ahead and let's even work with, we kind of opened up the lower extremities a little bit. For the upper part of the body, you can feel free to maybe make circles, resting the hands on gently the knees, just using them to help balance yourself as you move forward and back. And then if you are making circles, let's go in the opposite direction. These are like scenes for coming attractions. The last week we're together, we'll actually do full practices together. And to this point, been more instructional. So, and I'm moving side to side now just to open up the lateral part of the body, the side body here. And then take a few shoulder shrugs up and down, maybe one at a time, or even both, and just move in opposite directions here. And it's this, we talked about a couple days ago, this system check, this making sure that everything is properly prepared before takeoff, which sidebar has been on my mind in case any of you watched Virgin Galactic yesterday, launch into outer space. So our systems are preparing to go. except for our going isn't to outer space, it's to our inner space, and to start to find and explore that stillness. That can be our like new frontier. So once you're here, let's just take a few arriving breaths in through the nose. Allow the lips to open, just exhale it out. Inhale through the nose. Notice how this feels. Exhale it out. When I ask you how it feels, you may be noticing the air moving in through the nose or the mouth, however you're bringing air in. You may also start to feel parts of the respiratory system, the trunk, begin to expand and move. So be curious about that. And then as you exhale, you may feel, again, the breath moving out of the nose or the mouth. Maybe the belly hugging into the midline. You may also find the shoulders here want to relax down and the jaw wants to loosen. And let's just bring our right ear. I may or may not be mirroring you, but I am using the right side. If you do go to the left, it's fine. Right ear, right shoulder, just feeling the stretch along the opposing neck and the release at the shoulder. Inhale, let's come back to center. Exhale, let's go to the opposite side. So for me, it's my left ear, left shoulder, feeling the release on the right side. Inhale, let's come back to center. And then as you exhale, tuck your chin towards your chest. Now, we may have this propensity to hollow in on ourselves here. What I'd like for you to do is start to begin to engage those low core belly muscles, shoulders rolling back so the shoulder blades feel like they're moving down the back. And it's creating this length from the tailbone all the way up through the point where we're bending at the neck. And if at any time any of this does not feel good to you, you just skip it. But you could also use that as step one of your mindfulness practice. What does feel good? What is your body craving? And what can you skip? There's no intrinsic value that you're going to miss if you don't enjoy tucking your chin to your chest. You're just noting you don't like your chin to your chest. Part of your practice. So as we come here and we're beginning to feel as if the body's fluctuations and sensations are maybe starting to settle down, let's begin to observe how the breath is moving in and out of the body this morning. More than those arriving breaths, noticing, does the inhale feel differently than the exhale? Does the exhale feel different than the inhale? Does one feel longer than the other? Perhaps there's a temperature or a texture that you're observing of the breath. And let's begin to bring the awareness of the breath further down into the body. So if it's resting in the chest, you can work to bring the breath to the ribs. If the breath is already in the ribs, let's try and move the breath a little bit deeper down into the low belly so it feels as if the belly is expanding like a balloon. And then as you exhale, let's bring the low belly back in, ribs and chest, shoulders resting down. Again, inhaling through the chest, ribs, low belly. Exhale, releasing it out. And you can go faster if your breath is feeling a little quicker. You can go slower if your breath is feeling a little longer today. And this is where the power of counting can be beneficial. So instead of worrying about stretching too far or over-efforting, we can begin to, on the next inhale, just notice how the breath is moving and count it. So as I inhale, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can continue on if you'd like with the counting as you inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now as you do this, if you feel you'd like a little bit more tactile experience, one hand on the belly, one hand right at the upper chest. So you can feel as the breath moves through. On the inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue on with your own count, aloud or silently to yourself. And then as we talked about yesterday, notice the pauses at the top and the bottom of the breath. As I was counting, I wouldn't have been able to say the word inhale or exhale if there wasn't that pause where I wasn't actually working with the breath. And when you're ready, when you felt you've had enough, you can let the hands float back down to the thighs, tuck that chin again, gently flutter open the eyes if they did close. And then observe how your body feels. Because our 12 minutes of mindfulness meditation is up. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow for 13 minutes of meditation. If anything came up for your spot or how your body felt, take a note of it, come with a little bit more preparation and props for tomorrow, and I will see you then. Have a great day.